Hi, welcome to J. LeGrand Art. This video will be an in-depth, detailed explanation of the supplies you see here and my plans for this channel. To show support of my very new art channel, could you please like this video and subscribe? Comments are also welcomed. Thank you so much. All of the supplies purchased will be used in upcoming videos on this channel. In case you didn't know, I'm a high school art teacher. I have another channel that I started prior to this one called Mrs. Emery Art Class. In March of 2020, I realized that I needed a separate channel for my art tutorials for my students. Due to schools closing for the coronavirus pandemic. Yet, I wanted to continue to do my personal art on YouTube. Therefore, I created this channel, J. LeGrand Art. This channel will focus on my personal art journey, mixed media art journaling, art supply reviews, studio tours, artist vlogs, drawing, painting with oil, watercolor, acrylic, and gouache, ceramics, printmaking, sculpture, poetry, and all things art related. My other channel will be strictly art tutorials, art education, and art history. I hope you will enjoy this art supply video as it will give you some idea of the supplies I will use on this channel. Okay, so I want to start out by telling y'all that my birthday was in March. I wanted to show you a couple things that I got for my birthday. Everyone that's close to me know that I love art supplies, so I sort of put out a request that I really wanted this Dina Wakley media journal. And as you can see, I have two of them now. My parents bought me one, and my cousin slash best friend bought me one also. So I haven't really worked in it much. Really not at all. But I wanted to show y'all the beautiful pages. It has this really nice watercolor paper, and it also has this burlap and canvas. So there's so many different things that you can do with it. I've seen quite a few reviews on this book, and look, check this out. It also has the craft paper. But as I was saying, I've seen quite a few views on this book, and I'm really excited to do some art journaling and sketching and drawing in it. And that's one of the things that you can expect on my channel is to see a lot of art journaling. So now I have two of the very large, it's 10 by 14 and a half. So the very large journal that has the burlap, canvas, cotton rag, watercolor paper, and craft surfaces. So I have a lot of ideas that I'm planning to do in these journals, so I can't wait to get started and show you guys, and I will definitely make a lot of videos out of these journals. So that's something y'all can look forward to. I already had the Dylusions, I forgot what this is called, but the Dylusions journal that a lot of YouTubers use for painting. So I've already done some things in here, just mostly backgrounds. This is probably my favorite. I'll show you this one. I will probably do a lot of acrylic painting in it. So this, usually if you gesso the paper, You can paint with acrylics in here. So I pretty much experiment in these types of journals, and there will be some experimentation in the other journals as well. So right now I'm just sort of playing with backgrounds. The paper on top is so that the acrylic paint does not stick together. So that's another thing that you can expect to see some videos of me art journaling in these types of journal, the Dylusions, Ranger Dylusions journals. I bought myself the square Dylusions journal, and I will be using this as well. It's the same type of journal, it's just a square. And I have the black one. So this is the cover, the Creative Journal by Dylusions. So the black one, I'm planning to use some metallic paint and metallic watercolor markers, metallic colored pencils, white pencils. So I'm going to be doing some drawings and paintings in these books. Here's another one that I'm excited about. This is the Dina Wakley Media Journal. It's the heavyweight cotton paper for mixed media and watercolor. This paper is so nice and thick. I love the rough texture. I would say this is probably rough watercolor paper versus cold press, because it's really thick. The hot press is smooth watercolor paper. The cold press has texture, and the rough is really rough. So this is the type of paper that's in here, but I love the little small size. So I purchased this within the last few months, and I'm looking forward to doing some mixed media and watercolor in it. So it's a 6x6 journal. I highly recommend this particular journal, and so you'll see more of it in upcoming videos. Now, I want to give a shout out to a YouTuber named Victoria Lipford. I will put a link to her videos. She does like watercolor. Well, I'm sorry, not watercolor. Maybe she does a little bit of watercolor, but she mostly paints flowers. So I believe she paints in acrylic and maybe some watercolor too. I don't know. But I would love for you guys to check out her channel. I bought this. This is her work. I bought it off of her Society 6. Her Society 6 page. This cup I absolutely love. I plan to actually drink out of it. I'm gonna start drinking my coffee and tea out of it while I'm creating art. But I just think it's so beautiful, and the design, the artwork, and everything. It sort of reminds me of the flowers at my wedding. The flowers at my wedding was peach and blush, and so that's why I chose this particular one. I also purchased the bag. I plan to put like art supplies in it. They had different sizes. This is the large bag, and so I'm gonna put the link of her channel, her YouTube channel. So check it out. I think she has some pretty interesting videos, and I really like her art. So I think if you're interested in having some nice artwork on functional pieces like coffee cups, bags, furniture, Society 6 is the place to go. And again, her name is Victoria Lipford. So I am going to do a separate video on these. I've already opened these and did some swatches and all of that, so you will see a separate video. But this is every single one of the Jane Davenport watercolor markers. She has 4 or 5 different packages. Speaking of Jane Davenport, another upcoming video. This is the Jane Davenport sketchbook. really like the paper. It has a nice texture. It's supposed to be for mixed media. So yes, you can paint on it. I'm going to actually paint on it. One of the upcoming videos, I'm going to do the 100 portrait challenge, the 100 head challenge, and I'm going to do it in this book, and I'm planning to use different media. I'm looking forward to that because I think that it's going to look really nice on this particular book. And here's the signature. I like the fact that it's a white cover, so I can create my own design on the cover. And the paper has a really nice texture. So you can expect to see a video on the 100 head challenge really soon, no later than the end of August. And because that's what I'm going to be working on next. I recently purchased these. I've seen a lot of YouTubers use the Prismacolor color erase pencils. Now, I already have a ton of Prismacolors. I love Prismacolors. You can see, you will be able to see quite a few videos on Prismacolors also. But these color erase pencils are really good for just drawing in color. So I'm looking forward to doing some of the heads on the 100 head challenge in the color erase pencils. So that's why, specifically why I purchased these, because they have erasers and I tend to erase a lot with drawing. I bought these for Amazon, either Amazon or Walmart. I'll put the link below if you're interested in purchasing these yourself. Another thing that I bought not too long ago, and I haven't used it yet because I am waiting for the perfect video for you guys, is dun dun dun, the Paul Rueban watercolor set. I know you have probably seen tons of videos on this. The casing is so beautiful. I love the fabric that it comes with, and really pretty pink case. I haven't done anything with this yet, so I'm planning to swatch all these out and make a special video and review on those, but I just wanted y'all to check them out in this art haul. This does not come with it. This actually came with the sketch pad. I'll show y'all that in a minute. But I'm going to make a separate video, me opening these, swatching these, and using them in a painting. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I hope you guys will like the separate video regarding this. So some of these purchases are mainly just because, other than the fact that I'm an art supply addict, is because I want to try out all these different supplies to show you guys, to see if it's something that you want to try out as well. So when I ordered that, and I ordered these watercolors off of Amazon also, I also went ahead and ordered this beautiful watercolor pad. I mean, it's just so nice, good quality. I love the fact that it has this like leather portfolio thing going on. And so it says that you can use it for watercolor, color pencils, pen drawings, and marker pens. So here's the paper. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. And this particular little tool came with the pad, and you're supposed to, we'll see how well this works when I actually paint the picture, but you're supposed to use this part right here and slip it underneath here, and it will peel up, like the paper will come off the pad. So that looks like it's a little challenging because this is kind of thick, but we'll see how well this works out in the Paul Rueban review video. Then put this back, keep it all nice and fresh for the review. Then I said, well, if I'm getting the watercolor paper and the watercolors, I might as well try out this really cool brush here. Now, what I can say about this brush, although it looks very pretty, this handle feels kind of cheap. So hopefully the brush will work nicely when I paint with it. So I can already tell you definitely don't want to leave this handle in water too long, because I know that the wood is going to split if you dip this in water. So you only want to dip this part of the brush in there.